Next one is celebrate your small wins. This one is important so you don't get frustrated. Celebrate your small wins. So this is where patience come. You know, I told you be restless and patient. Then be like, okay, oh, I failed, but like, at least I got 100 leads. It helps because now you don't feel like you're in the same place. Nothing frustrates human being more than feeling like they're in the same place. See, it's easier to carry. Imagine I have to carry like this board and walk to Oyingbo, right? If I have to carry this board to Oyingbo, and I get there and they are using it for one event, I'll feel like, okay, cool. Imagine I carry this board to Oyingbo and they now throw it and smack it on the floor and pieces it and say, you're going to bring another one. See, that journey will be the longest ever because now I feel like my effort was just wasted. But if I drop it down, I see that what they use it for is actually very important, and they say, please, we need one more. I'll go and get another one. So you need to celebrate your small. You need to look back and say, okay, I didn't waste my effort. Okay, at least I didn't make a sale, but I spoke to 200 people last month. Oh, that's nice. Oh, actually, because these 200 people they might not have paid, but next month they will pay or next 2 months. Oh, but now I remember last 2 months I didn't even have anybody to talk to. I could not get one person to talk to me. But see this month, I actually got people to talk to me. Celebrate your small wins. Oh, last month, I got people to talk to me on no inspection. But look at this month, I had like 15 inspections. Nobody paid, but I had 15 inspections. You need to take cognizance of all those things. Then finally, you make a sale, celebrate my first sale, buy yourself wine. I do till now. I do that thing. Whenever I make a sale, I always go and eat big. So that the next meal I eat, I go big. So if normally I used to buy rice 300, 1 meat, now I'm buying like 4 meats because I made a sale. I'm sure I do it like I still did it like was not last 2 weeks when I there was a sale I made. But chicken, how much is chicken? Normally I used to ask them like 1 8. Like, this is not the type of person who eats chicken. This time 1 8 bring two. So you have to reward yourself. You have to. If not, you just be frustrated. It will just feel like even when you are winning, it will feel like you're not winning. So you made one sale at least. Take 10K, go and flex. Enjoy yourself with that 10K. Go and eat pizza. Go and do something that it's small, but it matters a lot. Celebrate your small wins. Congratulate yourself that okay, at least I tried. Yes, I did not get what I'm looking for, but I tried. You celebrate yourself, then you also feel bad. Then go and work harder. Yeah, you see, it's weird because you have to like balance the two, feeling bad and also celebrating yourself. Because you have to say, imagine you are working years, years, years. You are doing stingy, stingy. You not buy, you not change phone, you not change clothes, you not buy car, you not do anything. You're just saving money. I just, I pity you. You'll be frustrated. Once in a while, okay, you made significant money, change your car, buy a nicer car. Now you enter a car. See, some people make you feel like a big man. It's the truth. The higher your car, the more you yourself, you start feeling like, I'm not this person's mate. There's this one who talk to you like, me and you are not mates, bro. And then you feel more confident. It helps with your confidence, actually. It does. The clothes you wear, the car you drive, all those things help with your confidence. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Regardless of the cost, look at it like, oh, at least I got this. Make a sale. Any sale you make, celebrate it. No matter how small. Me, my own is chicken. Sometimes I go overboard. I remember one time I made a sale, they sent me the money. I was so unfortunate that day. So I was at Ozone. I was just passing, I saw one perfume shop. I'm like, now let me buy some nice perfume. More. I need to buy like perfume that was almost 100K. But I celebrated myself, sha. I don't use perfume that, but it was worth it actually because it was people noticed it. So celebrate yourself. Once in a while, do something stupid. Maybe I think there's one I do sometimes is if I don't drink on during the week. So it's a rule I have with myself. I don't drink during the week. I drink, but not during the week. So if it's Monday, no matter what is happening on Monday, I don't drink. So maybe, but if I make a sale, I can make an instruction. Oh, today you made a sale. Buy wine, drink wine this Monday because you made a sale. So find a way to give yourself thumbs up that you've done well. Done. I think there was a time where I go to the movies. So I don't want that time I had a thing where I do not watch movies at all because I'm like, you need to focus on your life. So whenever I meet a certain height, maybe not like a sale, but like I reach a certain height, I'm like, oh, you've done well for this 4 months. Go and see maybe it's Avengers or something like that on. Go and see. And then when I'm going, I go all out. So I buy popcorn, buy drinks. Then I was still broke. So I don't have a lot of money for it. So I buy popcorn, go all out because I'm celebrating that day. Because I've gotten this new height. All these things are not expensive, but they help you feel good about yourself. That okay, yes, I'm doing well. I'm good. Because those will keep you to keep doing and keep going further. Then next one here. Then the next thing is how to set goals. How do you set your goals? So we've gone through all the things your goals need to have. They are like about five. Now it's how do you actually set your goal? So there is the long-term goal, 5 years, 10 years. That one usually is vague because you cannot precisely see what's going to happen in 10 years. But your yearly goal must be precise. Your yearly goal. So you do yearly goal as precise as possible. Now the next is monthly goal. Now for monthly goal, it gets interesting. Now monthly goal. Let's say your monthly goal is to make 50 million in sales, right? The question you now ask yourself is, what do I have to do to make 50 million in sales? So you say, okay, I have to talk to 1,000 people. I have to do 10 inspections. I have to do this. I have to do this. If I do this, you now write all the things you need to do to achieve that goal. And now look at it. If I actually do all these things, will I be able to make this goal based on the numbers? And then you decide that, yes, I will. Yes, I want. Once you have that, now you now do your weekly goals. So you now take from those your steps you've written down. That's okay. In these things that I've written down that I need to do to meet this goal, what do I need to do this week? You now write it down. Okay, these are the things I need. Till on Sunday, I still wrote down my weekly goals. I still wrote down monthly goals. Last week, this Sunday, I wrote down my weekly goals. That weekly one, you don't ever miss it. Because any week you don't plan on Sunday, so it's very important you do it before Monday. You do it like Sunday evening. Take like an hour, 2 hours. I used to take like almost 2, 3 hours to plan my week because it gives me a trajectory of what I'm going to do this week. Weekly goals very important because now you take that thing, you put it into steps. Step one, step two, step three. Actionable step, not something you cannot do. Something you can do tomorrow. You can start. Call 10 people. Do this one. Do like this. Do like this. You write it down. That these are the steps I need to do. So it's no longer just imaginations. It's now these are the steps. And if you spend time building the thoughts of this, the ideas will come to you. The ideas, I guarantee it will come to you. The things you need to do will come to you. So you write down the steps. These are the steps. This week, inside the monthly, all the things I'm supposed to do this month, this is what I'm going to do this week. This. Usually, are no more than 6, 7, maybe 10 marks that you have to do. The main things. Now, that means in this your week, these 10 things are the most important things you must absolutely do this week. Then you now go to your daily goals. What am I going to do tomorrow? I have my list for today. From this meeting, I know where I'm going to next. After that meeting, I know where I'm going to next. After that, I know where I'm going to next. After that, I know where I'm going to next. I know who I'm calling, the people I'm calling today. I know I've written them down already yesterday. I know the people I'm going to call today. Like I already know them. So if you come now and you miss me and say, hey, Bright, this, I'll tell you, no, oh, I have an appointment. I already planned my day. You cannot just come now and tell me, oh, nah. From here, I'm going here. Here, I'm going here. Here, I'm going here. By the end of the week, I'll just be doing small steps. By the end of the month, all of a sudden, you'll see, Bright had made 20 million, say, Bright had made 30 million, say, how? I already planned this step by step, step by step. Okay. Yesterday, I did follow up in the morning. I had follow up, morning follow up, and evening follow up. I did follow up in the morning. I called like 5, 6 clients. In the evening, I called like 15 clients. No, it's like 12. When I was calling those 12, I got one person that agreed to make payments. I've sent form to him to fill. I'll send him an offer. He's supposed to send someone this week to come and check out the property. It was yesterday. For today, I have another follow up by 6 that I will call. I think another like 15 people I'm calling today to follow up with them. Consistent. It's not that hard. My leads, I have an app where all my leads are in. For I have like 200 leads I'm following up. Imagine calling, having 200 people to follow up. Nobody will pay. And I keep calling you every time. If you don't pick, I text. It's like I'm like a robot, right? Once you do it like that, you're a robot. You just be getting results. When you have 200 people you are calling, you think you'll be bothered if one person shouts at you or one person doesn't pay. It doesn't matter because four wants to pay. Like this now, I have three pending clients I'm supposed to send money. And I followed up with all three yesterday. One said before the end of the week we'll pay. And now I said, oh, I should send him more 5 cents. Someone to come and check it, so I will pay. And if you have three people, I want to increase it like six. The property is just one. All six of them want to pay. So if one doesn't pay, I don't get all bent out of shape about it. I just like, sir, the thing is not available. And I tell all of them, "See, this is just one, oh, and there are plenty on it. It's first to pay. All of a sudden, it's not me begging them. They are the ones working to make sure that they are the ones that gets it. So you have to write down your daily goals. You can't come the whole day you are going. If you have a goal and in the morning you leave your house, you don't know what you are going to do. You're not going to do anything. Because every wind will take you somewhere. That's when you now come and start watching film. Because all of a sudden, there's time in your schedule to watch a movie or to sleep or to do. No, sleep is good and there's no issue. I used to schedule naps too during the day. The guys take my nap around 4 5. I'll sleep so that because I kind of segment my day into two. The first is from morning 5:30 to like 4:35. Within that 4 to 6, I sleep. And I start the second day from 6 p.m. till 10. So those are my two. I feel like I have 8 days for me, it's 2 days. The first section of the day, the second section. So sleep is okay. But you schedule yourself. You know, this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I'm going to do next. This is what I'm doing next 4 minutes. So, because if you don't do it, now, when I'm not feeling like doing anything, you know what I do? I open my schedule and I like go through it. Okay, do this one next. I don't feel like it, but I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I go and do it. It makes it so easy to work. Because most times people when they don't have the vibe to work, you will not remember what you're supposed to do. You just be like, I'm not in the mood for work today. Whether I'm in the mood, I'm not in the mood. I go to my list. What's the next thing to do? This one. I go and start doing it. Mood or no mood. After I leave here, if I'm not in the mood, after I leave, because your mood is weird. Mood, you can be in the mood in the morning, the afternoon, you're not in the mood. You can't rely on your mood. So whether I'm in the mood, I'm not in the mood, I go to my schedule, I look at it. Okay, this whole book. This is what I used to do with my book. I started using an app, sha. You see, talk to Cherry, talk to Grace. It's like this little book. What I used to schedule myself. If you go to my schedule, you see, talk to this person, have meeting with this person, and I put a time to do it between this time to this time. Is when I do it. The more successful you get, the more you really absolutely have to do it so that you can prioritize. That way, you can now also select what do you don't have to do. So there are some things that need to be done, but you don't have to do it. The once you get more successful, you have start having more of those lists where things that has to be done, but you don't have to do it. Because which is another issue people start doing. They start doing tasks that are not valuable. You spend 1 hour cooking. Yes, cooking. You spend 1 hour cooking or two a day, you are spending 3 hours on your cooking. There's this saying is if there's a way they talk about it. It's mostly my mentors in US talk about it about hourly rate. That if your own hourly rate is like $80, don't do a $15 tax. So if you can pay somebody else $15 to do it, pay the $15 and go and work so that you can make another $80. And for salespeople, salespeople are the people that it affects the most because as a salesperson, how you work is how you make your money. Whether you're in the office or not in the office, doesn't matter. It's your actual work as a salesperson. How many hours you actually spend doing your work as a salesperson will determine how much you make. So if you increase your hours, you increase your money. So if you work 3 hours and you make 10 million, if you work six, you make 20 as a salesperson. So now you now look, okay, I use 2 hours to wash my clothes. Will it be more cheaper for me to sleep? Yes, sleep. Pay someone to do it for 5K than to actually do that tax. There are a lot of tax that they are. So there are four type of tax. There's sorry, marker. So here there is urgent tax. There are tax that are urgent. There are tax that are important. because you have to be able to classify your to do into urgent and important. Now, there are some tasks that are urgent and important. There are ones that are important but not urgent. Now, the issue, and there are tasks that are urgent but not important. So there's urgent and important, important, not urgent. I think there's supposed to be one. Important but not urgent. Okay. The urgent, important, important. Fuck. Why am I confusing myself? I think it's three. It's already here now. This is urgent and important. This is okay, urgent, not important. This is urgent, not. My handwriting does not help too. But you get the gist, right? So now the most important one you should do first is the ones that are urgent and important. Urgent and important is, so when you do your schedule, one of the things you have to think is consequences. How do you know what is important? What are the consequences? So if I don't do this, what will be the consequence? How will it affect if I don't do this? Now, the most important things are usually the things that only you can do. So, another question, can somebody else do this? If someone else can do it, someone else should. So, most of my list, first, can somebody else do this thing? This meeting, can somebody else take it? Someone else can do it, somebody else will do it. It's one of the reasons why I don't drive. It's not because I want to be a big man, it's because it's a waste of my time. Yesterday, my entire follow-up I called like 15 people. I did it in the car. If I was driving, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So I had to stop driving first, then start calling. When I'm spending like 1 hour, I'm in real estate, so I'm always moving location to location. Yesterday, I had to visit our site in Surulere to talk to the site manager. On that journey from office to site, I was in the car calling my customers. When I got there, I talked to him, entered the car. Car, take me back home. While I'm going back, I'm calling my customers. Imagine I had to drive. How much do I pay the driver a month? It's nothing close to how much I actually make. Nothing even close. I was talking to some of my team members and I wanted them to help me rent an apartment. And I was telling them that this thing I can rent it. The problem is if I want to rent it, it's probably going to take me like 3 weeks. If I use that 3 weeks, if you do an average how much I make a month for the company is about 80 million in sales monthly. Now I cannot now focus my 1 month to go and rent apartment of 1.2 million, 1.3 million. Because if I do that, I will lose the 80. So that's why I employed you. So you can focus on that. I'll give you money and then focus on the 80 million. So you also have to think that way, right? Is this an important task? Because the worst things are the things that are urgent but not important. Maybe someone called me now, the office is locked, or the office is dirty, or there is no light in the office. It's urgent, you have to fix it. But why I'm not the one to fix it. Call somebody else. If you've called me, I'm always referring to somebody. Call this other person. It's urgent, yes, but it's not important. Something urgent. That urgent and not important are the worst things because many of them waste your time. You spend time sorting out something. Maybe this whole place is scattered. I'll now use 2 hours to arrange it. Why? If I sit down and use that 2 hours to call people, I'll probably make a lot more money to buy this building. And then I'll now spend that 2 hours to be arranging seats all over the place. It sounds arrogant, but it's the only way you can keep making the money you make. That's the only way you can keep, because if you start doing those minor tasks that you can pay people to do, you won't have time to now do the tasks that will give you the most money. So you have to find a way to maximize your time and cut all the things that are just not important. So it's because those things need to get done, right? They have to get done. Cleaning the house. I've got to clean our sinks because spending three, I could even hate itself. Come and clean. Say maybe I want to do that. Yeah, sometimes you feel like cleaning, right? It's like a hobby thing. It's part of relaxing. Sometimes I cook, right? When I cook, it's like an event. There will be wine, there will be music. It's like a concert. And I'm cooking, and I always cook a lot of things. I'm trying one new recipe I saw online, and I'm like putting like it's fun, it's relaxing. But to like cook twice a day for 1.5 hours, where do I have the time? Yesterday I slept like 10 and I still could not do all the things I'm supposed to do. So imagine inside that whole schedule, and now take 3 hours to be cooking food that I can go eat better food, well cooked by someone that can actually cook, and then pay. But instead, I'll cook what I cook that is just so par, and then take time from things that will bring me money. So your daily thing, you have to now actually put what are the top three things most important. I must do these three things. Once I do these three things, I'm done for the day. Start with those ones. Point out there are always like three things, maximum three things that are the most important. You know that if you do these three things, I'm done for the day. The rest is just extra. Do those three things first. Then you cannot start doing the rest, the side gigs, the one or two things. So as a salesperson, you need to identify what are the important things in your job. Meeting with customers, having inspection, running ads, talking to customers. Those are the important things. So, oh, you are working, but you are not actually working. That's a real thing. At the end of the day, you work hard, but you don't reach your goals because you're working hard on things that don't matter. Things that you can actually outsource, pay somebody else to do. If you don't have the money, no problem. Start small. Start where you can. The small you can outsource, outsource. Polishing your shoe. Yes, 30 minutes, you are polishing shoe. Why? Sleep. To be honest, sleep. Pay somebody 100 naira to do it. There are some things you should just not do. Like when you write down things you have to do, just anything you can delegate, delegate it. So once you have your daily, this is where you now have to start delegating. So first thing is urgent and important. Urgent and important is you have to do it today. If you don't do it today, something bad will happen. Consequences is much. Urgent and important first. You do urgent and important. Then you do important but not urgent. Things like reading books. They are important but they are not urgent. You don't have to read the book today. You can read it tomorrow. You don't have to take that training today. You can take it tomorrow. It's not urgent. Whenever you can. But it is extremely important. Things like coming for trainings like this, you don't have, if you miss today, you come to next week home. But imagine you do not come for today's one. See all the things we said today. We didn't say it last week. I'll probably not say it for another 3 months. And then you miss this one because it's important, but it was not urgent. And if we don't say this again, you might never hear it again. You might never get what we said today. Last week, everyone was like, oh, last week training was so great. Send me the video. What will you now do to this week on? This week on, you want to see. So it's important, but it's not urgent. So you leave it. The consequences is much. Because at the end of the day, you wasted 3 months, 4 months before you now hear that this is what is actually stopping you from making sales. So you have to now focus on the important but not urgent. Before you now go to, okay, yes, the missing one is not urgent and not important. Those ones you should not do it at all. It's not urgent, it's not important. Just do it for fun. That's basically something you do for fun. It's not urgent, it's not important, you are doing it for fun. That one, eliminate it. If you see this one is it's not important, it doesn't help anything. It's not urgent, don't do it. So that's the fourth one. So you need to categorize what you need to do and know what is important, what is urgent, and move accordingly. Customer, you need to see a customer. That most sometimes meeting a customer is urgent and important. Sometimes calling a customer, most times it's not urgent, but it's important. You want to do your follow-up today. You look at your schedule, like I can do it tomorrow because it's not urgent, but it's very important. Because the worst thing you want to say is, if you had called me yesterday, I would have paid. That's in tears the soul. I just paid for another one today. You did not call me. And this one is better. Hey, God. That's in pains. This your own is even better, safe. You even believe with the one I paid for. They will not tell you, like, my own is even better. My own is better. And I wanted to call you yesterday. That if you had called me yesterday, it's this money. I just paid deposit now. This month. I'm sure if you've been in sales for like 2 years, that's what I've happened to you at least once. I just paid this morning. You want to cry. Why? Following up with customers are usually important but not urgent. So you have to actually push yourself to do that first before you do all the other things that are urgent but not important. Because if you don't, after a while you start losing. You can't call somebody You call client today, you not follow up to like 3 months later, you're calling, they've forgotten about you, they have other things they are doing. So if you follow these steps, I can guarantee you, whatever your heart desire, you will get it. Whatever your heart desire. What's it? What's that? No, that's okay, perfect. That's exactly when I want to end this. So whatever your heart desire is, you will get it if you follow these steps. Whatever your heart desire is, you will get it. Because every day you go to work, you know what you're working on, you know how to work on your goals. Very soon you just wake up and look back and you're like, wow, I actually got it. Like, wow, we really did it. We really did it. We actually got it. Like, you look at it like, wow, it's actually someone reminded me one time. We said, like, oh, you know when you used to think about these things, remember? And it's true. That time we used to talk about this thing. Wow, we actually got it. You just wake up one day and realize, but it's a daily thing. Every day you go to work with it, go to work at it. Every day you go to work at it. Every day. Once you focus on the important things and don't start budging yourself with all the frivolities and all the things that are just not important, someone else can do. One day you wake up, you see that all the things you've desired, you have it now. So, any question? So another thing, we'll start uploading all these videos. So from this week, you start getting links to all the previous trainings. You start uploading them so that you can watch them. The ones you wish, like all this was recorded, though the recording started late. Hopefully, the important ones were recorded, so you can watch them and then rewatch them over and because repetition is key. This training now, we've had it. You go home, you'll be motivated for like 2 weeks max. You lose it. It's how it works. You go back and you have to watch the video again to get the fire back. You know, I can't count. There are videos I watch like 10 times. I keep going back to them because they are just masterpiece, right? So if I'm losing motivation, I go back to some videos, some content to gain motivation back. It's how it works. People are like motivation doesn't last. Yes, that's why you do it again and again. Bathing too does not last. Imagine someone expecting to bath once, that's it. That's the problem with people. Now everybody has to suffer because you do not take your bath as frequently as possible. So it's something you have to revisit and revisit again. Revisit again. So that you can be consistent. Consistent. You follow up. Keep doing, keep doing. Any question? Any question? Because time for my next appointment I've reached. Any question? Any question? Sales, general sales, this particular topic we had today, or anything at all. Maybe you have questions that is not related to real estate. Mm. Preview. Text me. I'll screenshot that I said to you. I'll send it to you. Preview. I did, in fact, funny enough, after having that class on Tuesday, I went to run ads. That lead generation that you're talking about, I ran it on Wednesday. From Wednesday to now, 26 leads. The person I told you I sent offer to was from that ad. 26, like all 26 of them, they know about the property. It's not the one that you'll be calling people and they just don't know what they feel. So I'll show you the app. The app, you get a notification there. You can even put comments after the call, after calling. You can go and add comments. So when you want to do your follow-up, you can use the app to do your follow-up. I will screenshot that and it's free safe. Yeah, I will soon upgrade. They told me free trial. I'm using free trial. A free trial should expire soon. I know it's not expensive, like $8 or $20. It's not more than $20 to pay for it a month. So I'll send you the app. No. I didn't run the ad. You know this the ad I ran. I didn't put much thoughts in it. So it was when I went home and I like calm down and choose a particular content. It was when I know the ad started running Wednesday. I think ran it either Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. Cause so now people will fill the form. I'll get a notification someone has filled the form. I call them. Hello, you fill the form. This. We talk about details. So many of them I have like there's someone I'm supposed to meet on Saturday. There are some I have like three I'm supposed to meet next week. So insist leads. And if it keeps going, it might get to 100. It's still running. Since Wednesday. It's started running Wednesday. Wednesday till yesterday. Yesterday was 26. 26 leads. On a property of 9.5. My average is 400 naira per lead. Currently, I checked it this morning, 400 naira per lead. Each person's contact I got, I paid 400 naira to Facebook. So 400 naira. So if I spend 40K, how many people will I get? It's like 1,000 now. 100 people. So if I pay 40K, I'll get 100 people that are interested. And most of them are people that want to buy properties. There is no way I'll talk to that 100 people. I will not sell one. Within the next 3 months, I will not sell one. 100, I'll sell at least two. Within the next 3 to 6 months, I'll sell at least. And my commission from that is at least 2 million. So it pays. It pays. It was I showed last week we did the videos how to run those ads. So it was one of the lead generation one I did. So it works. I saw your ad. You got like one lead and then your lead stopped coming. I saw it. I got a notification of it was like two leads, it was two. I got two notifications and I thought you stopped running it. I'm like, maybe you stop running it there. Because I noticed that I'm not getting your leads anymore because the app I connected it to all the other accounts that is linked to my account. So anybody's lead that is entering through lead generation comes to me. So yes, any other question? It's for the ads now. So the ads, 26 times 400 is how much? 10 for. So I spent 10 for on the ad. So I spent 10 for on the ad. I got 26 people. So per person is now 400. They'll show you on Facebook that okay, this is how much you spend total. This is how much you spend per customer to get one lead. So yeah. Any other question? Any other question? Okay. In light of no question, please. The main thing about doing all these things is so that there will be changes in your life. It's very important because that's the main thing. That's the main thing, right? That your life change. You actually implement these things. And what will give me the most joy is tomorrow you are making money. It's very sweet. See, this is how you build network. It was up for me because tomorrow they're like, oh, this person is network, this person has network. It's people you've worked with, people you've helped, people you've been able to give value to. That's why giving out value for free is very nice. Because at the end of the day, you have 5, 6, 10 people that they are doing really well because they implemented this thing. So actually implement it. There's no time. Oh, you don't know what tomorrow holds. It's not. Imagine tomorrow when I called, you go to heaven. You've never enjoyed anything. Imagine, oh, let's say our trumpet will now blow. Maybe like next week. You've never even enjoyed one thing. You've not even traveled before. Not is now. So do quick. There's no time. Implement. If you start today, in 2 years you would have gone far. 2 years will come regardless. That's the thing. 2 years is going to pass regardless. But then, if you don't start now, 2 years later, you'll be like, if I started 2 years ago, you know how far if you don't go now. Don't be that guy. Start now. Except you have something else you are doing that is way more important. But if you don't, start now. Start now. Implement. It's not by talk. Implement so you can see results. So you can start enjoying money. So if me, I need to borrow 1 million, I can call you. Sadiq, how far now? I need 1 million urgently. It's not 2K, 1 million. You be like, Mr. Bright, don't worry. Send account number. When are you going to pay back? So let's say next month, and you to send me. You see, I'm telling you my one of the reasons why I'm doing this too. Pays me too. And then if you contact me, if you are not successful and you contact me, you want 1 million, I'll not give you. But if I know Sadiq is doing well, if he contacts me for one, I'll give him. Sadiq is doing well, we'll be able to pay. Somebody called me yesterday to ask for 5K. I didn't give. There are people that will call me, they ask me for 1 million now. I'll give them. Because I know they are successful and they'll pay me back. Some people will call me and say it's 10 million they need. I'll be like, it's 2 million I have. Because they are successful. That's a good thing. If I call like I can't call more than 5 people and I can raise 4 million. Because they think they like this by hard money, we pay. But when you don't have money, to even borrow is hard. So even see what 5K said no go give you. You'll be like, no, I no get. 2K, they'll be like, this 2K, where will you pay me? You know, I need to use my money play. I need to use my money play. This 2K, where will you give me? So please work on it. Put your effort. It's worth it. It's worth it. So if you also need anything, please, you guys, if you are just joining us, you'll be added to the group. Then ask for, if you want to be a member, ask for the contract on the group. So Stephanie will send you. Stephanie is not here, but you can get her number from the group. So she will also add you to the group. You guys, if you wrote your number, they will be added this evening to the group. can reach out to Stephanie. She'll give you a contract to see. So when you make sale, when you actually make sure you get commission. So we have products like this Leeds apartment and this one is Leeds too. So this product, you sell them, you get people. I will post videos where I talked extensively about these properties and how to sell them, right? What you tell customers, how you do all this. We have videos for that. So that when you sell, you get commission. I think some it's about 4%, 5%, 4 to 5%. But when you calculate, do 5%. But we have levels. So when she give you the contract, you see the different levels. So some people get 4, some get 6, some get 5, some get 8, depending on the level. And what we determine your level is how much sale you've made. So the more sale you make, the more commission you get. What is weird? The more sale you make, is it not the person that makes more sale that need the money the most? But no, the more the volume of your sale, the more the commission you are getting.